Okay, Junior, in terms of this relatively young life you've had so far, turning pro with Wimbledon, where does this day figure in terms of perhaps one of the best you've ever had in your life so far?
Yeah, probably one of the best days I've had. Yeah, been working towards this all my life. Again, my first professional contract. So now that I'm finally there, it's a very good moment for me. Yeah.
You're one of only three players to earn it. You've seen some good teammates get released as well, though, along the way. Does that give you perhaps a greater appreciation of what it's taken to get this far?
Yeah, of course. Like coming from like getting released from other clubs, me like is something hard, but you have to push through, and that's something that I've done. And now that I finally achieved something like a professional contract, I'm very grateful and blessed for the opportunity that I got given by Wimbledon.
And of course, you're signing for a League One club
Yeah.
now after that memorable day at Wembley. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's going to be a good environment to get into. League One, very tough competition, but yeah, I'm very excited for that.
So, look, obviously, before Wimbledon, you were with Tottenham at a young age. You left there, you came to here. Tell me about your story so far, particularly how you overcame leaving Spurs to get into this momentous day with Wimbledon.
Yeah, obviously I got released under 15s Tottenham. It's probably one of the toughest moments of my life. But I think Wimbledon, I came into Wimbledon under 16s, got signed scholar, and then they really just gave me the opportunity to flourish and just show what I can do on the pitch.
And of course, as well, you've had that taste of first team football already a
Yeah.
couple of seasons ago. How did you find that environment, particularly then after dropping back down into the 18s again?
Yeah. It's a very competitive environment, I could say. Training with them, you can see the level of intensity in every training session, but it's not something that I'm surprised by anymore, and it's something that I want to get into. Breaking through with them is going to be a tough challenge, but I'm ready for it, yeah.
An attacking player, of course, as well yourself. I mean, where would you say you're most comfortable on the pitch? Who's kind of influenced yourself in the game generally and with the academy?
I think an influence that I've had like with when I was growing up was probably like Cristiano Ronaldo, as I'm a left winger, cut inside. Yeah, but also Hazard, players like that, just that are just really good on the ball, dribbling a lot. That's like probably my strong suit. And in the academy, uh, probably like the staff members that have helped me out a lot, like Jammer, the analyst, Simon Clark, Jack. Those are people that have helped me like improve my game, not only as a left winger, if not as just a player as a whole, really.
And of course, as well, I mean, one of the main things about you that I've learnt around the training grounds is your personality. You like a joke, you like a smile. How
Yeah.
much has that helped you, do you think, sort of being that confident personality?
I think I've always been like that, to be honest. Just I like making people smile. That's kind of my thing, really.
So, look, what's got to come next for you now? Obviously, you've earned the first professional
Yeah.
deal. What have you got to do now to sort of cut away in senior football yourself?
Yeah, obviously, well, got a big pre-season ahead for me. Prove myself to get a spot in the first team, and it's gonna take a lot of work. But hopefully, if that obviously doesn't work out, then probably go on loan. But yeah, hopefully get into the first team. Excited for what's to come, really.
Is that something you're looking forward to as well, getting to know more of the senior first team players here and soaking up that knowledge from them?
Yeah, of course. Like obviously, when I made my debut, all of that like training with them, you don't really get the time to spend with them. But now that I'm gonna be in and around them. It's gonna be a really fun experience, to be honest. Yeah.
Junior, it's a special day. Many
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Junior Nkeng, he's got a real personality. I've seen him around the training ground, but he's also had to overcome disappointment of being released by Tottenham at an early age, and he's done well.
He's done very well, and like we try to say to all players, in every success story there is a setback, and it's not to be used as a negative, it's to be used as a positive, to try and use that resilience and strength to propel you to future successes. And as you said, he was released by Tottenham a few seasons ago. He came to us, he's worked hard, he's a creative attacker who creates goals, scores goals, and he's someone who will get fans off their seat.
And he's also someone who's had to have that experience of learning from having been into the first team a couple of seasons ago, getting a brief taste of that, and then dropping back into the 18s, which isn't always easy to adapt to, is it?
No, but it's part of the journey. Like you said, he did make his first team debut a couple of seasons ago as a 16-year-old. He's trained with the first team quite a lot as well, and they've let him know, look, we know what you can do, but have you got the resilience, the mindset, and stuff to keep going? So he's been on a bit of a journey, but as you said, he's had to step back down, if you want to call it that, and still deliver, which he has done. And he's ended the season with double figures for both goals and assists.